Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's one of those slow late evenings and I decided that, why don't I use it and talk to you about infidelity in marriage. Infidelity in a marriage is a betrayal of trust, just the same as it is in the case of any other relationship. And it doesn't really matter whether it's an emotional connection that the person that your partner is developing with another person or a physical one. It can feel earth-shattering if your partner is unfaithful to you, and for many couples it's too much to come back from for a variety of reasons. Now, yes, I know sometimes it may feel like surely there must be a way to resolve things, especially after years of sharing life together. And it is true that most of the time we try to recommend people to fight for their love. But once the love is gone, there is really no reason to stay together. And no, I don't think that staying together for the sake of kids is a good idea either. We all have one chance at this thing that we call life, and wasting it living with somebody that we're not happy with for the sake of our kids just doesn't make sense. Not to mention that home filled with hidden rage and resentment is hardly a nice place for kids to grow up in anyway. I'm gonna give you 7 signs that will show you or point you in a direction that indeed it is time to move on and find that love somewhere else. Saying sorry isn't always enough. If your spouse can't actually show you how truly remorseful they are, rather than making excuses for their actions, avoiding, deflecting, or even just saying it, how can you trust that they aren't simply telling you whatever you want to hear, whatever they think that you want to hear? It's difficult to tell if someone is genuinely sorry, especially when the trust between you has been broken. Also, this is the point when I'd rather see than hear. Actions speak louder than words, and with your partner not really demonstrating their remorse through love, care, and attention, how can you trust anything that they are saying? There is literally no better way to tell if they are truly regretful other than watching their actions, not their words. Are they paying you more attention, making more effort in a relationship, and putting your happiness higher up on their own priority list? If not, if they try to justify their actions of being unfaithful and belittle how you feel, take these as major red flag. It's a major one. Whatever factors led them to be unfaithful, they should at least be genuinely sorry about what they've done, what they've caused, all the pain and hurt that they brought into your relationship. Can you actually trust that they won't be unfaithful again? I mean, these sort of situations, whatever circumstances preceded it, could happen again. Unless you've seen a change in their behavior, how do you even know they aren't just patching things over until the next time? And do you actually want to stick around to find out? Your spouse might want to gloss over what happened and go back to normal, but you are going to have to figure out a new normal together first. Now, this is not going to be an easy one. The betrayal and all the emotions that come with it can't just be swept aside or swept under the rug and forgotten about. Now, whether it was a flirty message, a kiss, or something more serious, choosing to do something behind your back that could risk your relationship is a serious problem. A huge red flag for your relationship. They need to acknowledge the hurt that they have actually caused, all the pain that they brought you, and understand that it will take time and effort to rebuild your trust again, if it ever even happens. You need to know that they understand that the lack of respect that they have shown you and you as a couple, and pain that they have caused, and that you are a priority for them again. A simple sorry is just not enough. If they are pushing you to move on too quickly and sweep things under the carpet, you'll forever be resentful of the damage they have actually caused, and there's not going to be any coming back from it. You can't expect everything to go back to how it used to be before the affair took place. You and your spouse should be prepared for your relationship to change if you do decide to give it another go. I mean, things don't necessarily have to go back to what they used to be. They may improve, but there is something going to be missing probably forever. More than that, your relationship needs to change. You need to see your partner putting in more effort to win back your trust, spend time reconnecting and getting comfortable around each other again. Chances are that there were already cracks beginning to show in your marriage before your partner was unfaithful. But habits and neglect of a relationship can slowly culminate in infidelity, and these issues need to be addressed if you want to move on. I mean, it's unrealistic to expect that everything is going to be the way it used to be. And if your partner is expecting this of you, you need to question how actually committed they are to making things work. If they don't understand how much they messed it up, then how can you trust them for the future? Making your marriage work after an affair is going to take more effort and stronger commitment from both of you than ever before. If the bad habits haven't changed and you're falling back into the same unhealthy relationship patterns, how can you trust history is not going to repeat itself, especially if the conditions are right? Showing that they're 100% committed to you should be your partner's number one priority after being unfaithful. This should be the first thing that pops into their mind. If they truly want your relationship to work, then their focus needs to be fully on both of you and how to get back the bond that you used to have. Cutting all the ties with anybody else involved, that's the first step in achieving this. And it doesn't even matter whether they work with them, know them through friends, or have them on social media. Your spouse needs to do everything and anything in their power to distance themselves from them and any other source of temptation, or sometimes sever the connections that could lead them to that person. Without knowing they have cut all the ties, you will never be able to fully trust that they won't go back to this other person again. And if it was just a fling, that who knows, maybe it was about the conditions. Refusing to end all contact, or worse still, finding out that your partner has lied about cutting all the ties, will ruin any hope of getting past the affair. You'll never be able to move on knowing that there is a small part of them that still doesn't want to let go. The trust you had in your partner to make you happy, respect you, and value your love is utterly broken after infidelity and can feel impossible to get back. For some couples, with time, they can find a level of trust and intimacy once again, but for others, the betrayal is just way too much to get past. Trust is an essential part of a relationship. Neither of you can be truly happy if you are questioning each other's motives or jumping to conclusions for fear that you are going to get hurt again. You can't and shouldn't keep tabs on your partner every minute of the day, but you'll never truly be able to relax or allow yourself to be happy if you can't let go of the fear that they are going to be unfaithful again. No matter how much you want things to work, if you don't have trust, you don't have a future. Becoming physically intimate with your partner after they've been unfaithful is all part of winning back your trust. Thinking about being intimate with your partner could trigger you into thinking about them being intimate with someone else, bringing back all the feelings of hurt and anger about their infidelity and making it hard to move on. It might take a while to get back into the place where you are comfortable being affectionate with them again. But if you're finding it impossible to think about that, the marriage probably won't be salvageable. Physical intimacy reinforces the bond between a couple and your status as a couple. If you can't find a way to reconnect, not only will you miss out on an important part of a healthy relationship, but you could both end up unhappy, resentful, and actually risk a lot more infidelity in the future. Yes, you're entitled to feel angry and hurt. Your emotions will be all over the place when you find out that your partner has cheated, and there will no doubt be plenty of arguments and tension as you attempt to work through it. However upset you are with them, your marriage will never survive if you use their infidelity as a weapon. As tempting as it might be to bring it up in the heat of a moment, in the heat of an argument, using their affair in a fight to cause them pain whenever you are feeling hurt, will only push you further apart. That's just not the way to do it. There has to be a point where you make the conscious decision to let it go and move on. Bringing up their mistakes will not only hurt them, but it will hurt you too. If you find yourself unwilling to drop the subject, then maybe it's a sign that you just can't get over the fact that you've been cheated on. Some hurts are too deep, and it's best to allow both of you to move on and find happiness with somebody else. Now, if this quick episode helped you, press the like just to let us know. Write down the comment to let us know something about your experiences or your feelings or infidelity that you have come across in the current or past relationships. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, but most importantly, press that bell, because if you don't press it, YouTube is not going to notify you of any future content, and you may actually miss out on some fun stuff. All right, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.